Hello from Myrtle Beach. Today we are in Garden City Beach and we are also going to go to Surfside Beach, South Carolina. We're going to give you a tour of what it looks like now that Winter Storm Enzo has dumped a bunch of snow on this area. This is the day after the storm. I know a lot of you asked us to come down here and show what it's like. So we are currently going across the causeway. So that's all Garden City in that direction, and Surfside Beach would be towards the left, and we will definitely head down there. Hi, I'm Carmen. If you're new here, we cover everything in Myrtle Beach and the surrounding area. If you're a return viewer, welcome back. We are so glad to have you with us. So as you know, we mostly cover Myrtle Beach, but Surfside Beach and Garden City are just barely south of Myrtle Beach. I mean, they're almost touching. The Myrtle Beach State Park, which is technically not in the city of Myrtle Beach, is right between Myrtle Beach and Surfside Beach. So this is just a little area. It's a little bit more secluded, a little bit more family friendly, and we're going to show you what this looks like per your request. So this is the next day. The big snow was yesterday. We also have a video of Myrtle Beach. If you're interested in that, definitely check that out on our channel. You can find anything on our channel by going to YouTube, searching for Carmen and Brian Myrtle Beach, and then put whatever topic you'd like to see. So this would be, big snow, and it will come right up. So this is the second day, and how the roads look is not great. There are places that look good, and then there's places like this we're coming up right here that is solid ice. So I will mention the same thing that I said yesterday, just in case you didn't see our video yesterday of Myrtle Beach. Definitely check that out. It may look like we're going faster than we are. That is the camera. That's the camera lens. So don't worry, we are going incredibly slow. We are super cautious.
10 miles per hour.
Brian said we've been going 10 miles an hour. So there's the Garden City Pier. There is Sam's Corner. Wow, those roads don't look good there either. So people keep asking me, will it be okay by Saturday? We've been getting a lot of questions, or by Friday. We can't say. It's getting down in the 20s every night, but today it is going to get up into the above freezing, like 38, I think is the high today. Currently it's 23 with a real feel of 14 because of the wind. It is cold. And I know everyone up north is laughing at us, but for here, that is incredibly, incredibly cold. So let us know in the comments what your weather is like right now. I know the whole nation is just locked down with cold. Even if you didn't get all the snow, you got the cold. So let us know what your temperatures are like, if you got any snow. We're always curious to find that out and see how things are going for you. So yeah, this currently is Waccamaw Drive, but it turns into Ocean Boulevard when we get to Surfside. We don't have to make a turn, it just becomes Ocean Boulevard. So you see a little sign for Garden City there. There's the beach. Don't worry, we will get out of the car and we will show you the beach. We're also going to check out the pier. Oh no, Brian just said this car straight ahead is not doing good. That's what makes me nervous when we come out. It's not Brian, he's an excellent driver, and we are in a 4x4, but not to say that that's totally safe. We do not recommend getting out on the roads when they're like this at all. We wouldn't be if we weren't filming. But we've seen a lot of cars that are just sliding all over the place because they don't have the traction. We don't live in a place that people tend to need vehicles. And also, if you're wondering why they don't scrape the roads, they don't have the equipment. Horry County, which is the county we're in, does have some equipment, but they use it on the big major roads like 501. They're not using it on these minor roads. And the reason being, it's going to melt in a couple of days. It really will. I know it doesn't look good now, but by next week we're going to be in the 60s, so, which is more normal for here. So it's not something common that you see. I mean, a lot of you said yesterday that watched our Myrtle Beach video, palm trees and snow is a strange thing to see, and it is. This is, like I said, super abnormally cold weather, and I know it's been hitting the whole nation, really. I know I saw in the sort of Midwest there's going to be some way below zero. I mean, like 20, 30, 40 below zero weather. So it's just incredibly cold everywhere. So stay warm. We hope you're keeping warm and safe wherever you are. And if you do have some unusual snow, if you're south of here and you're enjoying some unusual snow, we hope you take that in and make the most of it. I know a lot of kids here have had the best time because for them, this is the first time they've ever seen this. We have not had this much snow in at least 15 years, but I think I heard this morning we even beat that record. I think it's even more than that. So this is a lot of snow for this area. If you want to know, in this area, it's been 4 to 6 inches, give or take a little bit on each end. It really depends on where you are and, where they actually take the measurement, all that kind of stuff. So this right here, I would not want to be in a regular car. I would definitely want to be in a 4x4. I can even feel us sliding a little with the 4x4. So definitely not something that I would want to do in a regular car. But I've seen people out in the regular cars. They're still getting out. If you're staying here, let us know too. I know someone said yesterday they were so bored because everything's closed. When this happens here, it all shuts down because there's, like I said, they don't have the equipment to clear the roads. So the schools are closed, or I think now they call it e-learning day or whatever. And, the businesses, a lot of the businesses have to close. I know I heard the news mentioned that Waffle House was open and some gas stations. This was yesterday. Don't know what's going on there. Hope everyone is okay. There's Myrtle's Inlet and Garden City's finest. Appreciate their service. So here we are. This is still in the Garden City area. Got these oceanfront condo buildings here and some nice places over here. Not going to see a lot of people out walking today. It is so cold. But we might see some people once we get down to the Surfside Pier. We will see. We'll get out and get on the beach. I was surprised. We saw very few, but a few people out yesterday. I think it was mostly people like us that either wanted to see or take pictures of the snow on the boardwalk and stuff. This is the Myrtle Beach boardwalk. That's that video that we put out yesterday. I'll link it in the description below, so if you can't find it, you'll be able to find it that way. Just go down to that description and click on the link. But yeah, so like I said, now we've got an area of the road that's not so bad, and I think that's what makes the second day so dangerous.
I think it's the high rises, so it's bad
where the high rises are. If you can't hear Brian, he's saying he thinks it's the high rises, the shade from the high rises that makes it so bad. But I think this is more dangerous than yesterday. It's icier now because it refroze overnight, and so it's a lot slicker. Yesterday it was mostly that fluffy snow, which you still have to be careful, but today I think is actually worse. Also, I think this ice catches people by surprise. They're on the dry part and then they hit a patch of ice, and I think that can be really dangerous. So definitely stay safe if you are affected by the snow. And the big thing, I think, is staying warm right now. I know, like, my family is in the North Carolina mountains, and they actually did not get any snow from this system. We keep laughing about how we have snow and they don't have snow, but they're having trouble. Their heaters can't keep up with this cold because they're in the single digits. And so then that's not just real feel, that's actual temperature. And so they are struggling to keep their house warm. So if you're in that state, definitely bundle up, and we hope everything works out for you. We're keeping close tabs on our family right now. So Surfside's looking a little better. We have switched over into Surfside. One of the telltale signs is there's a sidewalk. I know you can't see it because of the snow. Also, Surfside just looks different. Since it's an actual city, Garden City is not a city. Garden City is a census designated area, whatever that means, and it's part of the county. Surfside Beach is actually a city. It's a 2x2 square mile city. It's very small, and so they have a little more landscaping. They have the sidewalks. The roads are a little better, just a little better everything. I know a lot of you love Garden City and Surfside Beach. If you're not familiar with them, if you're more of a Myrtle Beach person, it's just a little more chill, and you're still close to Myrtle Beach. You're talking like maybe a 20-minute drive. Depends on traffic, of course, but like a 20-minute plus drive to get to Broadway at the beach where all the entertainment is, or to get to the boardwalk. It's not that bad. So you kind of get the best of both worlds. You get away from it all, but you also have entertainment very close by if you want to, go and do anything. Restaurants, there's restaurants here, but there's also all the restaurants in Myrtle Beach. So lots of different options. So this looks like Surfside's plowed. I see like snow pushed up on the sides. So the tiny town of Surfside Beach must have a plow, which is kind of interesting because we saw the Myrtle Beach mayor on TV say that Myrtle Beach does not have any plows, which I found interesting. I was surprised they didn't at least have one or two, but they don't. So things are definitely looking better here just because of the plowing. So that's pretty interesting. Are you coming on vacation here soon? Let us know in the comments below. Or do you have a trip planned for later this year? Let us know that as well. It's always exciting to have a trip to look forward to. And if you're new here, if you're enjoying this video, even if you're not new, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps other people find our video. We greatly appreciate that. But if you are new here and you're not familiar with us, we do live here now. And before we moved here, we had a vacation home here for 20 years. And even before that, we vacationed here. My family had a place here, so we came here a lot. So we're pretty familiar with this area. It's an area that we love. So now we're coming in this main part of Surfside Beach. You got the Surfside Beach Hotel. Neil and Pam's is that blue building to the left. Bubba's Fish Shack is a place we actually like to eat. Chimichanga Llama Cantina, Gracious Pig, Pizza Hyena. So a lot of eateries right here. There's also the River City Cafe. We are going to pull into the parking lot here, and we're going to check out the Surfside Pier. There's the pier. So we're going to take you, we're going to see if it's open. It looks like it's closed. We're going to check that out closer and let you know and get out on the beach. There is the beautiful ocean. We'll go check that out in just a minute. But here is the pier, and it is closed. They've got so much caution tape. They want to make sure that you do not go out on the pier. There is still ice and spots on the road here, but it's not too bad. But we just saw the Surfside plow go by, so they absolutely do have access to a plow. I don't know if it's theirs or if they're renting it, but yeah, they've got this like super shut down, so no pier access. I'm not surprised. It's probably a solid sheet of ice. So I'm going to walk across this ice, and we're going to head out to the beach here and take you with us. Hope you're bundled up, maybe having a nice warm drink while you're watching this. So you stay warm while we freeze. Brian says you should have a hot toddy. Well, it depends on the time of day. We'll say that. But let's head out here. I wonder where they got this blocked off. It's kind of weird. That I don't quite understand. I'm having to use this to pull myself up. It's just so icy today. Like, we walked around a lot in yesterday's video, and it was just like trudging through deep snow. Today, it's just really icy. Like, the snow's packed down and really slick. So definitely different. So I mentioned the River City Cafe. This is it right here. Oh, and Brian just noticed they salted the beach access, so maybe that's a better way to get down to the beach. Should we take that? That's pretty cool. So props to Surfside Beach. They really got their act together. You can see the salt. But as I was mentioning, River City Cafe, we've eaten there. We do have a review of that. So if you'd like to check that out on our channel, feel free. It does have some great views out here to the ocean. We're planning to try it again. We didn't have the greatest experience. It wasn't terrible or anything, but we think our food's set for a while. So we want to give it another shot because we have family members that really enjoy it. So we want to give it another try because it really does have such a great view. The other thing you can do, if you're here in the summer and you're hanging out on the beach, you can actually go there, and they do to-go food. So you can grab food and bring it down here on the beach and eat it, and that's fun. I mean, how fun is that? Grab a burger, sit on the beach. They're known for their burgers. So this is still just a crazy sight to see. It doesn't look quite the same as yesterday because it's had more foot traffic and stuff, but this is just so crazy to see. Wow. At least we got a little sun. It's not much. It's sort of a hazy sun, but that's all right. We'll take it. So there is the Surfside Pier. There's Drippy's is actually already open. The Whistling Duck, I went out on this pier with family not too long ago. It did not look anywhere near ready to open. I peeped inside, but at least they have their signage up, so that's cool. I think that is going to be a wine bar with what says wine bar on the sign, but I think they're going to have food too, like charcuterie and other things. There's supposed to be a diner that's going to open up on the pier too. I have not heard an ETA, a new ETA. They were supposed to open last year and they never did. If you're not familiar, this pier was rebuilt. It was destroyed by Hurricane Matthew in 2016, and it just reopened last year. If you'd like to see a video of that, we have a couple on our channel showing that. And of course, when these new restaurants open, we will absolutely come back to the pier and check those out. So this is one of the I think it is the nicest pier here too, by the way. If you ever want to walk on it, right now it's free to walk on. I can't say it will always be that way. You do have to pay a fee if you would like to fish on it. Let's take a little walk down here on the beach. Yesterday it was impossible to walk on the beach very far. We did take you out on the beach, but there was a big sheet of ice right here where the water comes up. That's not the case today. So we can actually get down here on the sand. So I want to pan down here though. Look at this. This just looks crazy. This line right here where I guess the warmer ocean water has melted. There's no way.
A lot of sea foam.
Yeah, there is. Brian just mentioned there's a lot of sea foam today. Sometimes you see it, sometimes you don't. So that's looking back towards Garden City, and I don't think it will show up on the film. I can see it with my naked eye. I can actually see the Garden City pier there. That pier is about 2.5 miles from here. We bike this route sometimes, and we have videos of biking. So if you'd like to see that, just search for it on our channel against Carmen and Brian, and then just search for Surfside Beach bike tour, or Ocean Boulevard tour, and that should come up. But it's about 2.5 miles between the two piers, so it's not far at all. They're very close together. And then as you look down there, you see that one really tall building. That's sort of the end of the Surfside Beach area. There's a few campgrounds. There's also the Myrtle Beach State Park that I mentioned, and then those buildings way down that I doubt will show up on the video are Myrtle Beach. So that's how close we are. It's actually not that far away. But this, they say the real feels 14. It does not feel like 14 to me now. I've got a lot of clothes on. I'm bundled up. But I don't know, this does not feel that bad to me. The sun really helps. Even though it's sort of a hazy, partially covered sun, it's really not so bad. If you'd like to learn more about Myrtle Beach and the surrounding area, be sure to click on the video on your screen right now. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.